guys, welcome to another episode of TFL's Prototype Hunting. And we're up here in Colorado's high country looking for prototypes. And we were up here last night kind of scouting out the usual lairs. And what I mean by lair is where the manufacturers hang out when they're not prototype type hunting. And we had an interesting story. We were at the lair that we're going to right now, and there was a Seat parked there. And we don't get Seats in America, so we knew it was most likely Volkswagen there. And we were wondering where their lair is, so the guy gets in the car and we decided to follow him. So we felt like it was kind of a cloak and dagger thing. We were kind of driving behind him, trying to keep like 3 cars behind so he doesn't know it's us. And it's dark now, so we can't shoot this anyway. You wouldn't be able to see the car. And we're thinking we're very clever and we're going to get to their hideout. And it turns out that he drove to Walmart. Yeah, Walmart. So I guess even when they're testing prototypes, they still need to go do some shopping. Anyway, so then he pulls into Walmart, and on our left side, you wouldn't believe what happened. 2 Nissan Titans, one completely camouflaged, passed us. And the camouflaged one was the single cab Titan, which is not out yet. So we followed them around for a while, and since it was dark and late, we lost them heading up to Breckenridge. So now we're about to come on to the secret location. We're not going to tell you where this is at, where we saw the Seat. I think it was an Ibiza or an Ibiza, I don't know how you pronounce it. And hopefully there'll be some Volkswagens here, or maybe there won't be. So let's find out if there's some prototypes up here doing some high altitude testing. Tommy, why don't you turn the camera? We're gonna go see if they're here. What do you think our chances are, Tommy?
Not good, because it's a Sunday.
Yeah, so you what? From 1 to 10. 1 being we're gonna spot one, and 10 being nothing. We're gonna get skunked.
I'm gonna say 9.
9. Okay, so chances are we're not gonna find a lot. It is a Sunday, but this is where they were at last night. And a Seat, how cool is that? You know, I've always wondered, Tommy, if Volkswagen actually started selling like Seats and Skodas here, if they would do well. And I have a feeling they would do well, because in Europe they do well because they're kind of entry-level cars, and yet they've got Volkswagen's build quality. So the Seat was parked right along the lake here, where that red car is. And this parking lot coming up on our right is often where the manufacturers are at. Do we see anything?
Not today.
Not today. Nothing there. Let's go look at one more parking lot. Was it over here? This
Yep.
one? This one's kind of hidden. Maybe they were at this place. We'll pull back here. Just take a poke around. Nothing to see here. Nothing. Yeah, nothing back here. Yeah, so maybe we missed them, or maybe they're somewhere else. But there's definitely a Volkswagen Seat hanging out around here, and 2 Nissan Titans. So we'll keep looking, and we'll come back to you guys if we find something. But this adventure has been a little bit of a gone fishing tale. All right, we're going to another lair. Sometimes Ford hangs out here. Now, like I said, last night we did see a Seat, and it does bring up a really good question. If Volkswagen brought either Skoda or Seat to America, could it help them maybe sell more cars? Because, you know, they're hurting right now because of their emission gate scandal. So is this the strategy for them to increase sales and dig themselves out of the hole they've dug in? And the answer is probably yes and no. Yes, because I think a Seat or a Skoda, hell, a Yeti, I would love a Yeti, would sell like crazy here. But the problem is you need a dealer network, and you'd have to go, if you want to do it quickly, with the Volkswagen dealer network. And that would, of course, bring back all those issues with Dieselgate. So buying Seats and Skodas from a Volkswagen dealership would necessarily not solve the problem, I fear. All right, let's see if there's any Fords here. I'm seeing a lot of just regular cars, but nothing. Ford Transit Connect, but that's not a Spied, not a prototype. That's just a regular Transit Connect. Yeah, nothing here either. So we do know that there is a Seat running around up here in the high country, and we know that there are a couple of the new Titan single cabs running around here with camouflage, but can we find them? And sometimes, you guys don't see this, that's why we're doing this video. Sometimes we're up here quite a bit and we find nothing. So we thought it'd be interesting for you guys to kind of get a taste of what it's like when we get skunked. So this may be one of those days when there's just nothing up here that we can find. That doesn't mean it's not up here, it just means we can't find it. In case you're wondering, I'm driving TFL's newest vehicle. It's a 2016 Jeep Wrangler Sport. And we've got really big plans for this. Tommy is doing a video series around it, Difflock. You probably know that if you've been watching for a while. And the idea for this next season of Difflock is for us to go and take this Jeep and visit, actually Tommy, visit ghost towns and kind of show you some of the best off-roading in Colorado and show you how to get there. So be sure to stay tuned for that. And that won't be here on TFL Now, that'll be over at TFL Car. The other thing that we've done with this is we've got a partnership with people like Best Top. You can tell we've got a nice soft top for it. We've just got some new bumpers in, so we're going to be installing new bumpers, and the front bumper is actually winch capable, and we called the folks at Warren and said, we're doing this series, we'd love to put a winch on this, and they suggested that we put a winch on, and they asked us which one do we want. Do we want like the basic Warren winch, you know, or do we want their top of the line? And after thinking about it long and hard, we said we want the top of the line, of course. So they're sending us this cool winch that gives you like not only winching power, but you can plug in auxiliary lights. You can check, is it engine temperature, Tommy? Can you
No,
check
it's winch temperature.
Oh, you can see winch temperature, and it's got an automatic transmission, right? So you don't have to shift it from forward to reverse. You can do it all with the remote control. So I'm super excited about installing that on this Jeep. Yeah, all that stuff will be over at TFL Car in the next few weeks to come, so be sure to check it out. But right now we're out here hoping to see a camouflage car or two. We've got one more layer we're about to check. It's where in the past we've seen GM vehicles, but yeah, it's getting hard. I think they've figured out that we're out here hunting them, and they're getting a little bit more stealthy.
Well, it's also a weekend.
It is also a weekend, but that doesn't matter. I mean, last night they were out here on a Saturday night. We followed those Titans around.
Yeah, but it was nighttime, right? It was dark. So normally they come out a lot the weekdays when there's not as many people up here.
Yeah, let's face it, we don't know what their schedule is. But they were out here and we followed them for a long time, and we thought we're being clever, we're just going to be sneaky and follow them to wherever they spend the night, and they were just driving around town or going to Walmart, so that didn't really work out that well. My, that's a lot of bikes, a lot of cyclists out today, huh? There must be some kind of an organized ride going on. I've been up here biking up one of the passes in the past, and there were a whole bunch of Porsches running around up and down the pass. And this was last year when they had just come out with the new 911, the new turbo 911, and I can tell you something. It's perhaps the most frustrating feeling in the world to be on a bike and see all these prototypes come zipping by you. And they were driving fast, these guys. They were not screwing around. And on a bike, of course, you have no ability to catch them. So that was very frustrating. I learned my lesson there. Prototype hunting on a bicycle is, yeah, it's no good. It's just no good. It's that simple. All right, we're coming up to our next little layer here. This is sometimes where we've seen GM vehicles. They're crafty. They don't park at the front of the hotel, they park behind the hotel, so if there are going to be some, they'll be hidden because obviously they don't want competitors, they don't want journalists, they don't want looky-loos kind of figuring out what they're doing. And if you're wondering why the cars are so camouflaged, Tommy, tell them what the camouflage is and what they used to do with them in the Second World War.
Sorry, this might be a vehicle here.
No? No, it's
yeah,
not.
I think they are.
What do you see?
Look, the vans. There's 4 vans.
Yeah, I think those are just the support crew for the bikes.
Ford Motor Company? Not for hire? I don't think so. Michigan plates?
Look at that. Yeah, they're towing. No wonder. Ford Motor Company. Not for hire. So there we go, guys.
No, they're not Connect. They're the big ones.
Oh yeah, the big transit. Not the, just the Ford Transit, not the Connect. Should we follow them?
Sure.
They're leaving their lair. Yeah, look at that. We ended up catching somebody by accident. See, sometimes that's how it happens. We're just driving along, and there you have it. I think they're doing towing tests on the Transit.
Yeah, but there's a ProMaster with them.
There is a ProMaster, so I suspect that they're probably comparing, right?
Yep.
So they're probably comparing their van to the ProMaster, because the ProMaster's first.
No, and there's one there too.
There's a ProMaster. Yeah, it's a whole contingency of vans. So it could be, well, we don't know. It could be Ford comparing their van to the ProMaster, or it could be Ram comparing their van to the Ford. It's hard to say. They're certainly towing.
Well, I think it's Ford because they say Ford Motor Company on them.
Yeah, I would think that's the more likely scenario. Plus the ProMaster is brand new, so it just came out, so I don't think they'd be doing anything on it. Oh, gosh darn it now. Okay, I'm gonna have to use this Jeep's ability and go on the curb here.
I think.
Or we're gonna lose him, because this guy's going straight. Yeah, thank you very much. That was very nice. And they're getting on the highway. Let's go catch him. See if we can catch him on the highway. All right, here we go. And it's a hunt. Pretty early, they're leaving pretty early. So we're on I-70 right now, and I think they're going to be going up the Eisenhower Tunnel doing a little tow testing. That would be my guess. Would you agree?
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Let's go get him. Let's go get him, Tiger. Of course, the issue with us is we've got the TFL rear wheel tire cover on this Jeep, so we're not being all that stealthy. So they'll know who we are. And of course, that video camera is going to give them away as well. But
they've already seen it, the video camera.
They've already seen the video camera,
yeah.
So now it's just a matter of the chase. Here we go. I don't think there's anything new about these. They're not clad. They might just be doing some early tow testing on them. But let's get them from the side anyway. Here we go. We're gonna lose sound. Well, there you have it. We've got a bunch of vans towing and doing some fuel economy testing. All right, I get it, guys. It's not exactly the next generation of the GTR or the long rumored Corvette mid-engine or even the Ford Ranger, which would be cool, or the Bronco. But that's what this is like. We spend a lot of time and energy driving around, hoping to catch somebody, and sometimes you get somebody that's cool, like we got the Hellcat before it came out. Nathan recently caught the ZL1 Camaro, and sometimes you get a fleet of Ford and ProMaster vans doing fuel economy testing, but it's all fun and it's all good, and I hope you guys are enjoying it. As always, this is Roman, and
Tommy.
Thanks for watching, and yeah.
See you guys next time.
Yeah, see you guys next time. You know that. Ciao. Meet the 2017 Infiniti QX30, and recently I had a chance to chat with the guy responsible for the entire car, the chief engineer. And that interview, and that everything you ever wanted to know video is coming up right now on TFL Now.